And they're looking at the user and I do want to buy another tractor, but literally this is how different I play this to my... In a normal game, I was like, oh yeah, I want another tractor, but now I'm thinking, but do I really need another tractor? Considering I currently have 2 parked up that don't have jobs at this particular moment, do I really need another one?
Probably not.
Exactly. It's annoying me that I'm thinking that way, but this is what this series has got me like.
Right, well I need this. It's lucky I've got a few tractors on me, to be honest.
Well, I've got
Because
4 these days, which isn't terrible, mate. It's just the imagination.
Yeah, but right now, I'm needing my tractors. Like I say, I've got 1 currently seeding. 2, no, sorry. 1 seeding, 1 planting. Even though you can probably class that as seeding, but... I got them. I've got 1 that's currently running a trailer, well, I'm in that, running a trailer to the field, ready for harvest, and I'm going to need another, probably my JC, not JC, my John Deere to probably come and get on with reseeding fields. Problem is, I know cosplay, cosplay is quite costly at times, and I've got to be careful about
It costs the same as regular AI.
Yeah, I know.
Charges the same as regular AI.
Right, you there. John Deere, drop that trailer. Get on see. I don't have them running around like you do. Oh, I don't need that on the seeder, do I? No. I need you on the roller. Where's the roller? Oh crap, that's the big field roller, isn't it? Are you gonna have enough power to pull that?
I'll tell you what, but it just a thing, and simply wait. Let me get a second, go into your finances tab, the old loans tab.
Yeah.
You will have, and it'll tell you what your wage payments have been. What was yours for September, just out of interest?
Help if I was in the right fucking menu, wasn't it?
You know, it's just above the animals tab. It's the one we used to use to take loans, we don't because we have the other loan system.
Wage payments for September.
It's right at the very bottom of the list.
About £1,000.
Oh, mine's 2,700.
Yeah, about £1,000.
So yeah, so I'm spending a bit more with... See, I'm helping the local economy though, I'm creating jobs.
That's one thing I've noticed about Subnautica. Cosplay is good, yes. Can't run them around, not so good.
Maybe you need auto driving for that.
Basically, I can't. I've tried to do, set it to go, right, well I want you to go to this field for me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like it.
I say maybe that's more of an auto drive. You need to auto drive and then you need the courses downloaded in.
Which is a problem because... Oh, shit. When's that rain coming?
Good question. Anytime now, it's going to last for about 2 hours.
Balls.
It says 11 o'clock. It won't affect your seeding, it just affects your harvesting.
Yeah, and I want...
Oh, there it is.
Giving you big mouth.
I'm very glad I haven't done any harvesting today. Note to self, I need to turn off my Steam notifications.
Yeah, well that's... kind of thrown a spanner in the plan.
I'll say, luckily for me, I'm not actually doing any harvesting today, so...
Yeah,
we're not running mud mods, so it doesn't actually affect me today. Hey!
I'd like to use that mod.
It's got its place, it's interesting.
I do use it, but I haven't seen any of the effects yet.
Oh, I certainly have.
Yeah, but I haven't had it rain a lot.
I forget I've got it till it suddenly rains on the valley, and I'm wondering why my tractor can't get anywhere. On or one time when my field roller was drifting across the field.
Only one place I would not recommend using that is on coal farms.
It's all well. If you've got the mod, then yeah, it's actually Ocean Davis put into base game.
Yeah.
Which actually, because the couple of times I've tried and I've set up, I don't use the default start farm, I use home farm. And there's a massive patch of mud just out of the main yard that you've got to think about, because if you hit it wrong with a low powered tractor,
You're stuck.
it's like quicksand.
Oh yeah, I know you get stuck. I was gonna say, have you finished building because you're a big seeder. Right, that's part of that. No, you can't finish work, it's the other one. It's a planter that's finished. Yeah, it's a planter. Have you got all of that? Field. Yes, you have. Good. That's good. Yeah, I had a hard one to do. Ooh, yeah, 30% now. So at least I know how much I'm going to have left on each plan.
What the hell, you idiot?
What?
I think the AI just cut right across the front of me at a junction.
Like I said, I was nowhere near. Usually he's shouting at me, but I'm nowhere near.
Some black SUV, literally, I was already past the edge of his junction, he just cut straight across the front of me.
Yeah.
I'm in a freaking John Deere with a massive trailer on the back, mate. I won't even feel you.
No. I squish you like a bug on my windshield.
I'll be cleaning out the 3-point linkage for the rest of the day.
Right, so what do I need? Anything here? Right now? No. Okay, this can go. A minute. At some point I'm gonna need some blue.
I'm lucky because I'm playing the Let's Run Old High Mileage Machinery. Half of mine doesn't use it.
No.
The mod's been quite well done. If you jump into older stuff, they generally won't take it.
Much like the 392 doesn't have it. The older stuff doesn't have it. More than modern stuff.
I know on the Valley I've got like one tractor that doesn't. I forget which one. What do I mean? Oh, it's my old JC. I've got the old shape JCB Fast Track.
Yeah.
The old 150. I love that tractor. I was thinking about adding it, but the trouble is the version I've got, you just have to have that bloody simple IC.
I don't mind.
Well, it's got the interactive controls.
Yeah, I don't mind IC though.
Yeah, because I realised the other day, because you can actually change the linkage type that's on the back. So I tried to connect the trailer and work out why it was connecting to the back window. And I realised because the connector it needs it you take off.
Yeah.
And it places it up on like the platform when it's not using it. Which is a really cool little tractor. I love it for hauling because it's obviously like 45 mile an hour. And it's got,
that's what it was sort of designed for. With
well, that was hence the name Fast Track. Yeah, that's why they got called what they were, Fast Tractor. You know, when they were first launched for the first about first while, they were actually allowed on the motorway.
Yeah.
Because technically they were fast enough, because they were like 50 mile an hour.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really do like that little old 150, that old fast track 150 mod. I've got that and I've got a big one like yours.
Yeah. The only
Honestly, I prefer driving the smaller one.
yeah. The only tractor I really well and truly miss
Bumper, the old 4440.
is Bumper. Absolutely miss Bumper.
I've told you, 'cause I on 99 above that, it was a Renault 816.
Hmm.
So I think that picture of that class version. I guess he's the one that traded in, 'cause he was in the class dealer down in Berska.
Yeah.
But that old Renault, it was quite late on in FS19 when oh my god almighty, I've just sat on a Citroen C1. God, I think come on.
Okay, it's fine. I've just had a look. So I can find it. Have you stopped trying to make a baby C2 yet?
I'm trying to, but the bugger is persistent. Oh god, no, a second C2 because he wants to get involved. Look, I don't want to gangbang with Citroens. But if I go and do another tractor, I'm hoping traffic will piss off by the time I get back.
Okay. Unscripted moments. The joys.
Still not despawned, go on, bugger off.
Makes me wonder what time this rains actually.
It should be any time now. We've got the sun symbol on the
I know we have, but
Ah, thank you! You've driven away, you bellend.
suspension jackass. Which is usual thing.
Yeah, but that guy was beyond he'd upgraded from a jackass. He'd gone to level 2, which is a bellend.
I want to ask what level 4 is. Actually, sorry, I don't want to ask what level 5 would be.
Well, if you get to level 10, you have to put a pound in the jar.
It's funny, we know exactly what each other mean by that.
Still, I think it's only been dropped once on the channel. It was by you.
By me, yes. By somebody else, no. Alan.
Was he used it before?
He dropped it on you.
I can't remember now. I've pressed that one, obviously. I remember you dropped it. So both of you done it at me. Because you did it at me.
I did it at you during WM.
Worm, that's that holy hand
Worms.
grenade, yeah.
Not WMD.
Rumble, yeah. After a well-timed holy hand grenade.
Yeah, Alan did it during an F1 race.
I honestly can't remember that.
Yeah, it was seasons back. As he rage quit. But I remember him saying it before he disappeared.
God.
And then I got pissed at him for dropping it. Afterwards. But it isn't a nice
No, it's something we
word.
try not to do.
Language, well, language has gone out the window. This is, that's what's up. But if you know us, we do try. Okay, there is, you know, there is shits, bastard, bitch, and all that lot, yeah. There is, you know, sometimes we will say fuck. But the C-bomb, we will not. Or we try not to drop that.
Oh yeah.
It was just one of them.
Like, as I'm here watching this Cedar finish his field with 7%. Like, is this going to finish his field? I'm gonna fill the bugger up and I see it coming.
Yeah.
He's on his last line with 5% left. I can just tell it's not gonna make it to the end.
No. But it was a, you know, it was one of them unscripted moments. You kind of forget that you are streaming.
And it was just such a beautiful holy hand grenade that I did.
Yeah, but that was the problem. I forgot. You know what I mean? I forgot we were streaming and just not, you know, rather than just playing the game. I thought, and I completely forgot we were streaming. Because if I'd have realised we were streaming, that
You wouldn't have done it, yeah.
Had dropped. But it was one of them moments that it's like. But it happened, and I never get to live it down.
No, you don't, because it was absolutely brilliant.
But he says he wasn't aiming for me. That's the thing.
No, I didn't realise it was you.
And the problem is, he doesn't have. I have the footage. I just have to go back to find it.
I literally just launched a grenade.
I might actually go back and find the footage.
I just literally launched a grenade. I didn't have to see. I saw someone was that way. It wasn't until the kill feed came up and it was your name.
And then the abuse column.
Wow. He finished that field with 71 litres of seeds left. 2%.
At least you know what it'll. At least you know what it'll.
Like a glove.
End up on every time you.
Well, no, 'cause he didn't start at full, to be honest with you. I'd just thrown one pallet in, went to the shop.
Alright, so why did you go to the shop when you have that thing on your farm?
Because I was going from a field I own up the top of the map to the field I was working on and wasn't going past my yard to do it. And as far as I'm aware, stuff costs you the same.
Pass.
Well, either way, to me it wasn't worth me trailing backwards and forwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just sometimes to me it's not worth you going all the way to like the far end of the map
Yeah,
if there's an option closer. So I don't think I'm going to quite get my stuff finished that I wanted to do, but I'm going to have a good shot at it.
I mean, I can get the harvesting done next episode because there's no point starting that now and dragging that cycle because I know I've got it's whether 57 I get. Finished in time. I'm hoping it will. What I'm thinking for maybe in one of the other series as well is maybe we do precision.
I'd like to see precision, maybe on seasons.
Yeah.
I know it would slow things down, but I think with good planning,
Oh yeah.
we could make it work. We basically have to make sure there was enough jobs.
Correct.
But if we kept this 1 day a month and 10 speeds, or at least the days were ploughing on, I think we could make it work. I actually didn't intend that. I didn't realise what I was saying until I said it.
bit funny. I was having a conversation. I can never remember who the hell I was having a conversation with. Oh, it was her actually. I was having a conversation with her.
You have to do it occasionally, don't you?
And she turned around and said to me, I went, and I said, oh. I said, oh, don't mind the ploughman's lunch. Sandwich. Because we were on about like sandwiches for just sort of like from a supermarket, and I said I don't mind the ploughman's lunch once, and she goes, well, I don't like Branston pickle. I said, you do realise if we were married, I said I'd be getting a divorce. I said, not liking Branston pickle, that's sacrilege.
Bad as I said, we were eating so much, you put tomato sauce on mashed potato.
What?
That's what I say, that's it. 4 years engaged, and that's what finishes it. Wow, I didn't realise that's who was going to do it. Bloody hell, we had a good run, but you know.
I bet you got the death stare.
I got slapped.
Did you?
yeah, but you know that's kind of fun.
Yeah, but you've got to have a joke.
Oh, look, mate. If you've got another half and you're not winding them up at any given opportunity, you are just wasting potential.
Oh, believe you me, I wind her up and up.
What is it? I said, I'm going to get this. I don't know. I did something that disagreed with me. So in the space of about half an hour, I managed to both burp and fart, and both of them were absolute good ones. And she turned around and said, "God, no matter what hole it comes out of, it hums."
No.
I said, "I'm getting that on a T-shirt." I'm gonna work that into the wedding vows, I'm sure. It's brilliant.
Oh, crap.
You know. So there's some GTUK merch for you.
That's a problem. You'd have to go on a list.
Just the way she said it as well, I was like, yeah, that's brilliant.
I hate foods that disagree with you.
Don't know what it was, I've just eaten something that just decided to fight back.
Garlic?
No, trust me, I eat a lot of garlic, it doesn't. Trust me, there's one thing I am, it's vampire resistant. I freaking love the stuff. But I don't realise, because if I'm doing something, I add a little bit of garlic, and I can't really taste it. Oomph.
Do you add more?
Otherwise, by the time I've added enough, so I'm like, yeah, that's right. It's like, the pot's dissolving that I'm cooking it in.
Yeah, I don't mind garlic. It's just there are certain foods that disagree with me, and boy, does my stomach know about it. That's the problem with having an IBS. There's certain foods you can eat, and certain foods you can't eat without triggering. And they always say, oh, well, peppermint or something like that will bloody settle your stomach down. It's like, if you like peppermint, then maybe. Now, the one best thing I always found was if I was feeling nauseous, best thing for me to settle that down is oat cakes, like oaty biscuits or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what seems to settle it for me.
Quite a random thing, but if it works, it works.
You know, like a hobnob type thing. Somewhat oaty or whatever, and it seems to work.
Hashtag not sponsored. I mean, McVitie's, if you're watching, here's a
chocolate digestives, please. Can't beat a chocolate digestive. It's weird because
have you ever seen the cracking videos? It goes around as like a mirror now. Colin Furze when he's trying to dip the digestive biscuit in his cup of tea.
Yeah.
And he won't fit, so he goes into his lays half biscuit off. Every time I say that, that's genius.
I mean, the guy's just
That's the guy who literally dug a nuclear bunker in his garden, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I know he did. He's a bit of a nutter, in the nicest way possible. It's like he went round, was it a push bike, motorbike or scooter or something, and strapped fucking fireworks or something to it for special. I remember that one. Is he even still doing YouTube stuff?
As far as I'm aware. I must admit, I don't exactly follow everything. He's one of them, every now and then he'll do something which will end up appearing on like my radar. I don't go out and actively myself follow for stuff. Not for any reason I don't like it, just I don't know, just not one I've ever.
Did you ever watch any of the How Ridiculous stuff?
I've seen odd bits of it, yeah, 'cause I think I subscribed to it after you told me about it.
You've seen any of the Giant Blender stuff?
Yeah, one or two of them.
No offense to the guys, I like them, but sometimes Gonson does my head in. He really does. But some of the stuff they've done, some of the...
So I've reneged and bought a new tractor.
Oh, right, okay.
I might just sell one of the other ones, yeah, actually, I don't know, but...
I mean, I like some of the world record attempts that they've done. Some of that's been quite crazy. Some of the stuff they do is actually good. Especially when they start blowing, well, not blowing things up, but when they start messing around with like tungsten cubes, obsidian and all this crap. It's quite interesting. You know, they have the blender, the giant axe, then they've got the tower that they use, and then what else is there? They've got a massive like Hulk fist that they draw and stuff. They've got some crazy stuff, and
yeah.
I don't even know how I came across them.
Probably just like a random YouTube recommendation. You get that sometimes.
Yeah, but then, you know, then I started watching some of the older stuff, and it's like...
Yeah, it's like how I ended up following a band called... Did the Hell of a Good Company song, The Dead South, that's it. It was just a random YouTube just decided to throw that at me one day. And it was like, actually really bloody good.
I mean, I could introduce you to some strange bands.
Oh, no doubt, mate.
There's like...
Just behind me the metal genre. If you want strange bands, we've got plenty.
Like who?
Oh, you got the crazy side, you got like the psycho stick and stuff like that, you got that nutty stuff. I've literally really got later on into the a lot of the mashup guys these days are absolute geniuses.
Have you heard of... You might, I don't know if you've heard of them, but the likes of... oh my god, I forget what they're called. They're a Japanese rock band.
Baby metal.
Yeah, not just them.
I mean, yeah, without big rocking dangerously close to K-pop.
There's, is it like, it's like Bandmade and stuff like that? There is, I mean, no, honest to God.
I mean, I'll be honest, I just call baby metal to me it's marketing genius. It's take a fairly average metal band and just stick pretty Asian girls at the front and watch the money rolling.
Some of their stuff is actually...
Oh yeah, no, they're not bad. I'm just saying, in terms of metal bands, they're nothing groundbreaking.
I need to find you a link to send you a video. I won't mention it on the screen. It's weird as. It's funny as, but it's weird. It's Japanese, but it's really weird.
Weird Japanese, never.
There is some interesting, the way the Japanese do some videos. I mean, there's some people that do like guitar covers.
Mm.
There's a guy called Marsan. You probably never heard of him.
I haven't, no, I must admit.
Oh, he did. I take it, well, you probably will have heard of this classical piece. You know, Tocta and Fugue?
Yeah.
He does that. A dancey type version of it. Like a cover of it. But honest to God, he plays it on a... I think it's a... Oh God, I should know my bloody guitars. It's not a metal guitar, it's not an electric, it's a... I think it's a classical guitar.
Right.
It's such a... Marsan and what he does is actually really good. I take it you've heard of Sabaton.
Oh, yeah, of course I have.
Yeah. Bit weird.
Well, it's alright you're the one member of that band who doesn't want to sing about war.
Yeah.
Then you want the weird side of metal, of like rock and metal. I mean, Electric Callboy have managed to sort of shoehorn themselves into that genre quite nicely these days.
Yeah, but I like them. So...
Oh no, I do. I really, honest to God, I reckon one of their shows would be wild.
Oh, it would be.
I'd love to go and see them live. I reckon it would be insane.
Especially if they did fucking We Got the Moves.
Well, any of the Techno Train. I love that cover of Every Time We Touch. It's my freaking ringtone at the moment.
Which, when I first heard that, I was like, okay, where's this going?
And when it goes there, it goes there.
Yeah, but it's like Hurricane. Hurricane starts off dancey. And
Techno Train starts
takes a real fucking turn, does Hurricane, doesn't it?
Every time it starts off quite close to the original, quite quiet.
Yeah.
And then just goes. I think it's amazing, I really do.
I just hope he doesn't fuck his voice up. Because actually, when he sings without doing...
Yeah.
His... You know, throaty, screamy shit. He actually does sound quite good. I would like to hear him do...
You'd be amazed how many rock and metal artists do actually have really good voices. Yeah, they choose like very shouty, screamy stuff, but actually underneath it, they often have to be able to sing quite well. Because to be able to get notes right while doing that.
Do you want a prime example? Apart from he doesn't really shout and scream. David Dramer.
I was going to say, Sound of Silence is going to be where you're going
Silence,
with this one.
Disturbed.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Holy crap, his voice. Yes, he still has his Down with the Sickness.
I was going to say, when you think that's the same band that did Down with the Sickness, the range there.
Yeah. Well, it's like what he does in Down with the Sickness with his voice. He's still got that gruffness in Sound of the Silence, and every time I listen to that song, it just sends fucking chills down my spine.
Oh yeah.
His version. The live version he does as well with the orchestra. Oh, that's another one that it's still the same. It's very similar, but yeah.
There's a version. I think it's on Saturday Night Live or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one.
And there's always people always say like you lose like 30% of the power in your voice when you sat down. He disproves that in about 3 notes.
Yeah. His voice is just... I don't know. I've just always liked... Ever since I've sort of like Disturbed, he's one I've always followed. And then when I saw he did Sound of Silence, I was like, oh yes, this is going to be something good. Well, not good, more like incredible. And he just, the way he delivers that. Yeah. Because he doesn't push it, really. But he uses what he uses what he has, and that is that gruff side in his voice. And that's what makes it.
Oh yeah, great.
I'll tell you who's gone quiet. Maybe they haven't, but Rammstein have gone very quiet these days.
They were going through a bit of a UK tour, weren't they, last I knew? So it's probably just natural tour finishes, then they're probably back into like a writing, because I was trying to price up, trying to go and see him, and I think it was in Ireland.
Yeah.
But just very cost to Ireland are insane.
Why do you fly?
Because the original plan would be to like take the car out there, but it was like, it would be an option, because I was looking again, because before we decided what to do for our birthday week, I just went to a Ticketmaster, and like Skindred were playing in Belfast.
Flying would be cheaper though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, by a long way. It's one of them, it's just its options. But when I was looking,
yeah, but then you're adding extra miles on your car, and
I know, but it'd be nice once you're over there, just have the car, be able to have a look round Ireland. Because I wouldn't go out there just for the gig. I'd go out there for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, well, it depends where you. Yeah, but it depends where you wanted to go in Ireland. Depends where you. Where did you say the thingy was?
I can't.
You said Belfast.
No, that was the Skindred one. Rammstein, I can't remember. Yeah, Belfast.
You know, you've got.
But it was at Belfast tour where they were using that much pyrotechnics. I think when they played the National International Stadium in Wales, they had people in Cardiff phoning the fire brigade thinking the stadium was on fire.
That's a problem. Rammstein like pyrotechnics.
Oh yeah. I tell you what band really like pyrotechnics, it kind of goes against their name, was The Darkness. For a band called The Darkness, trust me, see them live, they like fucking lights.
Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. See, I always wondered if somebody was taking the piss out of me.
Probably most of the time, but...
No. Is there an industrial band called Eins Vines Nabran?
Not that I'm aware of, but let's not rule it out.
I need to Google it, because apparently these guys, when they did concerts, they literally used industrial machinery. And I think they got banned in most places.
It's only like the Steven Seagal's version of Thunderstruck, where the guy's playing the anvil with a spanner.
Yeah.
Bong, bong.
Yeah, but there has been some quite good covers of Thunderstruck.
Wow, your little field service just looks like a classic AA van as you go past. It's like the right colour for like an old AA pickup.
Yeah. I don't know why I picked that colour, I'm used to just like emergency response vehicles. Well, apart from fleet support vehicles. Jesus Christ. You know, the fleet support vehicles are white vans with just fleet support plastered on it.
Yeah.
Usually a company logo as well.
That's only to allow them to use like the bus lanes without getting shouted at.
Yeah. I told you I was getting $12.50 back, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than fuck all, but still a fucking joke. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna get what I wanted done. I got the rolling done at least. I suppose you wouldn't.
I don't know if I'm going to finish the field I've got working on, but it doesn't matter if I don't.
Well, it can be done. I know I
Next
can
time.
get it done
Okay.
next. I can get the bits done next time. I mean, as long as these three. Was he finished? Yes, he's finished. So that's gonna need rolling. As long as I can get that rolled and business runner. As long as I can get that rolled.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
Oops. Do apologise. I parked my tractor a little too close to my house, and when I got out of the tractor, I was inside the building.
Oh, right.
I'd like just climbed through the window and gone, hello.
Well, even if I move the roller up there, ready. I got some housekeeping to do down here.
That's it. You probably doing what I'm doing is just take some time just to tidy the yard up.
Yeah, but
Cause I have kind of just been abandoning things.
all mine's not abandoned. It's parked in places that I know. Does it even have a cover? I can never remember. I just think I'm not close enough to the bloody machine again. That's better. No. You're on the seeder. Do I have to... Is there a certain way to fill it? I got this to fill up, but I can never remember how I did it.
There's the one I've got in the Valley of the Old Farms like that. Sometimes it can be an absolute git to try and fill, and then the next time you'll pull up and it'll just fill immediately. And you're like, well, what the frick?
It's not a big green thing, is it?
No, mine's the big orange. I can tell you exactly which one mine is because I'll be able to see it in the list. In planters, mine's the Vadastad Tempo L16. So 2/3 of the way up planters. Yellow and red.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know what that is.
To get the actual seeds, because you have to unfold it to put seeds in it, because the seeds go in the actual ends.
Hmm.
So that can be nice. And then to try and get the...
I wonder if it'll let me fill it if I... Whoa, no it won't. Oh.
He's broken something.
Sorry, I've just unfolded the seed because I wanted to see if it'll allow me, even with it unfolded, to fill it up. I know there is a way to get this seed to fill by one of these, but I've done it in the past. I just can't remember how to do it. You know what? That's probably gonna have to be a shop job. Where is my other... That's a seed. I know you'll end up filling up by the plant. It's just really annoying that big... I always remember filling it up and the planter being able to be filled up by a
I can't remember, to be honest with you, yeah.
the big Amazon green one.
I don't know what you mean.
problem is, I could, people will be like, well, why aren't you buying a shed? And it's like, well,
You don't make your money.
yeah, what's the point in me buying a shed to?
And it's not like this game massively penalises you for not doing. If it was a case of machinery left outside war faster, then there may be a case of, yeah, what's I mean, I haven't got any. The only shed I've got is the one that stores bales because it acts as a bunker, which means
Yeah, but you're not.
they're not on the map all at once.
You're not lagging the frigging server out.
That's why I did it, because I didn't want to end up.
Because that would get, if you did lag the server out, that would make it kind of get annoying for both.
Oh yeah, that's why I've done it the way I've done it. So all my bales get dumped in that part, get dumped in there.
Yeah, because we're not having the great potato incident again. Let's not do it. What the hell then? God, really? They're really showing that on Sky, aren't they?
What's that?
Bloody Singapore again. I suppose it's race week, so they'll just keep stuff going, won't they?
Good old raw seed.
I mean, I know we didn't get a chance to do whatever we'd planned or what we'd like to do with race week and stuff like that. But...
Yeah, it's always future.
It's really weird. Why is that doing that?
I often think that when I look at you.
No, I'm in my tractor. I press the home key.
Should turn your beacons on.
No, it must be just a visual glitch. Every time I keep pressing the home key, the crane over the road, where you are, there, that crane, every time I press my home key, looking at it, it turns the light on and off.
I see it's not just reflecting your beacons.
No, because my beacons are on. It actually
yeah, I know your beacons.
Yeah, it actually does turn them. It's weird, because I know you're not going to be able to get my tractor.
Oh, I have no idea.
No idea.
Oh, not even what this is. What is this?
I don't know.
Sawmill. But it looks like it's the what's it sawmill? It's the platinum edition one because it's got the water.
Didn't think that was in.
I'm just guessing, but if you look, it's got that kind of setup by the looks of it. Thanks.
How do I do go to?
Well, that's dangerous.
What?
Well, there's a safety rail on one side, but not on the side there's actually a drop on.
Right. Right, game, please tell me you can actually get there. Oh, you're blocked by an object. Right. Literally. Right. You take that up there.
No comment, Your Honour.
No, I'm taking it. That's going to... Yeah, platinum.
I think that's what it is anyway, looking at it.
I don't know, because it didn't say that we needed platinum.
Just the way it's got the water and the crane.
Yeah. How's my chickens doing? I know the chickens shouldn't die if I didn't give them food.
Yeah, I don't think we haven't got really camera losses on this save, have we?
No, they're going to need some food at some point. More of that now. Lacking yoga, but yoga isn't getting produced.
Actually, you harvested the first load, didn't you? So you should be far off.
Didn't harvest it all, did I? Oh, there's my John Deere. You're taking an interesting route, boy. I was wondering, I was hearing the tractor go past me. I was like, what the
Me spying on you.
Alright, so I've only got like 86 litres of sugar off that. Yeah, no, I'd only put in what I could do until I had to change my plan. So it is storing stuff. It's fine, it needs to store it, you know. AI workers blocked by an object. Are you sodding real? Well done, dipstick.
Has he missed the corner? I just looked at the map.
I think
So
it tried
you were driving in my field.
No, it tried to turn. Couldn't figure out where it was going and plonked itself straight onto a train track.
I was just getting trained in from along there.
I was hoping it wasn't going to. Right, so I need to sell some stuff next episode. Right, you can sit on that field. You're ready. Oh shit. I need to get this filled up. I'm about almost ready. I don't know how much
I'm just finishing a job. I'm hoping to get this job done.
Well, yeah, no rush. I just want to get this other bit. I just want to get this filled and then what's gonna be take that.
Also, what I would like to do, just purely out of interest, when we finish, I know you put that other mod in. Just add up how much land we both actually own.
Which mod?
You put in the additional field info, didn't you?
Yeah.
So when you look at fields now, it gives you the size of them.
That is annoying.
What have you done?
So why didn't it open the valve before? The machine automatically opened as soon as I put a bloody bag near it. Why didn't it do that with the...
Sometimes you've got to be very finicky about exactly where you put it.
The machine. Yeah, look, this is literally on the side behind the pissing tractor. Am I going to need an extra bag? Yeah, I'm going to need an extra bag. What a fucking wait. Now nobody will get that reference.
Must admit that one's lost on me.
You never ever seen Catherine Tate show?
No, I can't stand it.
Used to be the nan. It used to be the the grandma from Catherine Tate, yeah. And that was one of the catchphrases.
Oh, right. Okay. Consider me educated.
So that's going to leave so much. And I'll be stupid about this.
Probably.
I mean, it's not going to like it, but it's a transport method.
We've done plunge on top of the tractor.
No, not so much on the tractor.
You can't put it inside the tractor.
No. This is why I need an extra trailer, an extra flatbed trailer, just for seeds and stuff.
See, I bought a little cheap one. It was a great purchase.
I know you did.
And he says he doesn't look at what I've done, folks. Yeah, he knows I've done that.
I actually don't. No, I actually didn't. That was just a complete and utter mistake.
Yeah, you'll say. Since him denying it now, he's been thought out.
Problem is, if I knew you had, I would know exactly what make and model it is, and I don't.
No, you wouldn't, because trust me, I'm not entirely sure. I bought it a while ago. It was cheap.
Unless you used an old bale trailer. Like we used to do. We used to do the bale trailers, didn't we? Do you remember?
Yeah.
That was a good trick.
Well, the trouble is them rolling bale trailers don't actually have straps on them,
No.
so... Which is a shame, because other than that, they're a fantastic trailer. For transporting bales, they're the best this game has by a mile.
Oh yeah.
But just wish you had the ability to use straps, and you could just have normal... You could use them for like big bags and that as well.
So if I unfold this now, is everything gonna fall away? Yes. That's handy.
I see, you must have balanced it on the seat.
Yeah, I did. But the only problem with that was the fact that the cedar door stayed open.
Yeah, because he was constantly thinking you were wanting to try and fill it.
Yeah.
Even though it was full, it could. It's like a cat, just because it's full, it still thinks it gets fed.
Hmm. I was joking there somewhere. Where the fuck am I going to be able to get AdBlue from?
Every single filling station now has an AdBlue pump on it. I told you I did that last time.
I know you did, but I...
On top of that, the field service trailer comes with an AdBlue tank. I don't know if that pickup you've got does. You'd have to check it. Oh yeah, I think you can buy it in like IBCs as well if you look in pallets in the shop.
Where's the
That could be your best option. Buy an IBC and just stick it on your land.
Because there's no, like, around me there is no fuel stations.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah, you've literally like bought them, whereas I've got literally one next door.
Because I literally had to buy, if you remember, I had to buy the...
You didn't have to.
Yeah, but I wasn't travelling.
Well, I'm doing it.
Oh, what? A whole fucking 2 feet?
Well, no, but some of my fields, I've literally got a field that couldn't be further away from my yard if I tried on this map.
Yeah, but you'll have a plan in place for it.
I do, you're right.
Exactly.
I am perfectly at 5 to I'm parking my last tractor up. And I am done. My nice new addition to the fleet, and very pretty it is too.
Come on, give us a guess. You've got to have gone Fenn.
No.
Ooh.
Actually.
Just a bit?
No.
No. Deutsch Bahar. New
No.
Holland.
No.
Ultra.
No.
Yes.
No.
Massey Ferguson.
Finally! We're running out of fucking brands here.
You gone for a nice second-hand Massey?
Yeah, nice one with, an 8, an S, and a 305 on the side. So literally the brand new 8S.
Did that come second-hand, or did you bought that brand new?
Nope, second hand with about 12 hours on the clock.
Bloody hell. Expensive?
It's about 150k in this spec.
You've had to have got a loan, then.
No.
Oh,
I've been doing some wheeling and dealing,
Or you've been selling, or you've sold something that's give you enough money for cash for that.
I've sold a few things. I've done quite a bit selling this episode, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've got to do a bit of selling next episode and some harvest work.
Yeah, before we do quickly, I was going to quickly do the maths on how much land I own, just to see what.
Yeah.
Be an interesting yardstick.
How do we actually find out the acres?
If you go on to where you would buy it from, and then click on the field, it will give you the size.
Okay, now. Do you want me to, what, add them all up?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've got a calculator in my hand.
Yeah, so have I. Oh, for fuck's sake. Plus 1 point. Bear with us, folks.
That's actually not a bad number.
Are you including your yard?
Yeah, because it's part of the land you own.
Done that one, done that. I haven't done this one. I've got to do that one, which is that. I've got to do that one, which is. So I'm guessing have I got more fields, or have you just been quicker at adding all this shit up?
I think there's going to be a weird thing. You've got more fields, but I think you've got more smaller fields.
1.54 I've already. Have I added that one? Did I add that in? Yes, I have. Fucking hell, that's a small one.
That's what she said.
Do not.
Thank you, Hero Week.
Go on, reveal your number.
Mine is 79.4.
Really?
Why, what have you got?
2341.
You've added that up wrong. You can have, because your big one's 28.
My big one's 11.62 hectares.
Oh, God, I'm working in acres. I must have a setting different to you.
Yeah, I'm in hectares. That's why. I'm only 23 point whatever hectares.
Well, give me a second. I'm going to Google. 79.42 acres to hectares. 32.14.
So you've got more than me.
Yeah, but how many? Because you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you've got 8 fields.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I've got 7
4, 5,
by my
6,
count.
7. You've got 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you include the farmyard. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got 8. Don't forget
You've got 9 including the farmyard.
2 of mine are yard.
Yeah. So yeah. So the thing is, I think you've got more smaller fields than me.
Yeah.
Whereas I've bought quite a lot of the bigger bits of land. You've got the one big one.
Yeah, I got the biggest probably. I think I got the
but then
biggest field.
The rest of yours are small, whereas mine probably average better. In fact, am I 1, 2? Did I include that one in my maths? Yeah, I did. 2, 3, 4, 5.
7.
Yeah, 8.
8 if you include your yard.
Hmm.
3,
And I think
4,
the start
5,
of next
6,
episode, I'll be
7.
adding. I've got my eye on a couple more.
I've got my eye on. I've got another plan as well, but that's not good.
But that's for next time.
Yeah. So, I'm going to end this one here. So, obviously, thank you for joining me and David. Thank you to David for joining me.
It's a pleasure as always.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Where support the channel, links down in the description, and me and David will see you in the next one. So until then,
Later, folks.
goodbye for now.